Hello everyone, welcome to F4 for the British Grand Prix, one of the most iconic tracks on the calendar. What are we expecting here, would you say here, Tom?
As far as what are we expecting? We are expecting high times at least. This is a track that really requires, well, it's a bit of a mix of downforce and straight line speed. Obviously, you got some main straights, and of course you've got Maggots and Beckett's, some of the fastest corners in Formula One. In my opinion, the most enjoyable corners in Formula One today. So. I'm saying I really forget my times around Silverstone. Maybe 134s, 133s. I'm not really for sure. But
Well, we'll have to see then, and then
yeah,
that count is, I think Roland is going to start his lap.
my
One,
connection is sync up already. Uh,
so, the one crucial thing with this track is it's very easy to corner cut and ruin your lap
yeah,
times. So it's very important to take
absolutely.
enough of the curves, but it's also important not to take too much of the curves that you end up corner cut and ruining your lap by having it invalidated. Because there are several places
Yes,
on this track which can very easily ruin your lap. I'm citing turn
yes.
one and then the first, just coming into the end of the first sector, the inside curb,
Mm,
to name a couple of
yeah,
examples, as well as the infamous Maggots and Beckett
yes.
section.
On
So,
board with Sam Hez. On board with him as he
yep,
exits the first sector.
he'll be expecting a lot after what happened last round. Um,
Yep, that was a
uh,
very chaotic race. We've got yellow flag in sector one. Who's that? That is. Uh, yep, yellow flag sector two and three. That's. I don't know who that is, but
as Lanchman sets the fastest lap of a 1 minute 30 odd.
now F1 Rosberg on
Rosberg,
130.2. So we are
and
expecting
Roland pops
130,
himself into
low
second
130s,
place.
high 29s, or even mid 29s.
Hez coming down to finish
Sam
his lap.
Hez. So here we go, the championship leader Sam Hez going to finish his lap here.
And Slow Dog has set the
Slow dog
fastest
goes
lap.
quickest. He's one tenth quicker. Let's see what Sam Hez can do. Across the line he goes, and
It's into the what?
29.3 for Sam Hez.
That's pretty quick, and that's a gauntlet laid down as Warder pops in P7 at 131.0 on the soft tyres. Not bad. So, just to
So
clarify.
Sam Hez, as predictable, as usual, Sam Hez goes quicker by nearly a second. We did see this in Abu Dhabi, where he was like what, nearly a whole second quicker than second place, and then eventually cost him the victory because he got a penalty, didn't he?
Yeah, he can't really. He said himself that whenever he gets pole position, he has it all to lose, and technically speaking, that is correct because the only way you can go from there is backwards. You can't really go any further forwards from pole position, I'd say.
Yep, definitely. So right now, so who hasn't set the lap time? This is basically all of the
Um, we
others. They're
have
currently in the pits right now. Here's the Mercedes
we have
for
Scar
host.
on the soft tires. I might also add here. So
Cavi 74 and Haas. He's currently on the lap right now.
Cavi's not really been. He's been one of the, I would say, one of the back marker drivers since he joined the league a little bit,
Yeah,
about two to four races ago. He's really struggled to put forward what he can
definitely.
actually do. So it's, he might be able to pick up his form, but it's just like at the
Yellow
moment he
flag
seems to
sector
struggle.
2. Oh,
So it's Warder, hasn't it? Is Warder on an in lap or is he gone for another lap?
oh, so it's Red Devil Dummies spawn
Oh,
at,
that's
what
unlucky.
is it? That is at the end section of
Oh,
Meggett's
there.
and Beckett's.
Yep,
Must have lost control there and went wide.
that's the hanger
So,
straight. No, the hanger straight's the first straight, isn't it?
yep, so Javi is on the lap, he's had to 135.1 and he backs off. So
Yes,
far,
as you can
Sam
tell.
has
Yep. predictably well. Not predictably well. There's a lot of quick drivers here that could easily topple his lap time here.
Yeah,
As here
definitely.
comes Chaos through the last corner. He goes PA, 1:31.5 on a set of softs. I know the times will improve, but that's a pretty decent lap time as we have 4 minutes left of the session. 4 minutes 30 odd.
Yep. Definitely.
Going
So
aboard.
the standing is Sam Hez first place, Slow Dog in second place, and F1 Rosberg in third place. If you've been watching F1XL, Rosberg is
He's 9
the
points
championship
behind now.
contender to Sam Hez.
Yes, he's now 9 points behind after the result in Brazil, where he finished 4th, whereas Sam Hez finished 3rd. Which,
Yep.
if you see,
So,
Sam Hez didn't have a
F1
perfect
Rosberg-
race, sort of like what happened in Abu Dhabi. Let's carry on anyway. What you were saying?
Yes. So F1 Rosberg needs to win this race if he wants to get his comeback to the championship going. Can do. He's shown pace, but he's went wide. Oh, that's
He's on his
F1
out lap,
host,
I think.
F4 host.
Yep, I think. Oh, that's an interesting line as I see
Oh,
Dom
F1
coming through the
F4
corners.
host.
I don't know what that's going on there. As I saw Dom, I just see a Mercedes fly into the shot and then fly out of the shot
Yep.
again.
His F4 host, he went wide. So
So Dom's coming through the last section of corners, down towards the line. Where's the Williams driver going to put himself?
here comes F1 Rosberg now. Apparently he's quickest. In towards the last sector he goes now. F1 Rosberg. Can he get at
Goes
least
P9.
second place here? F1 Rosberg. Nope.
He's on. I think he's going for another lap. I think that lap was invalid.
Oh, I think it is as well.
We have a forcing day in front who gets out of the way.
So let's see, we're on board with Rosberg now.
Rosberg has been lacking a little bit of pace recently in the last couple of rounds, I'd say. He struggled and he's not in a lap. He's backed off. He's in lean mix, which means I think this lap's invalid as well.
He's on lean. He's on lean, so he's backed out. Rosberg is backed out, so we've got just under 2.5 minutes left. And it's all to play for here as we go on board with Lynchman. He's on the lap.
I'm on board with Cinnamon Rage, who's not yet set a lap time, and the winner of the last 2 rounds now, as he won by quite a clear margin with strategy in Brazil.
Yes.
So what can he do? He has traffic in front of him of the Ferrari, but hopefully that Ferrari is not on a lap as well. I think the Ferrari is going to. No, the Ferrari's not getting out of the way. The Ferrari's on a lap. No, he is going to get out of the way. As he comes through the last sector. Oh, they've banged wheels, and the Ferrari has just gone out wide. Looks like both of them were on laps, and no one was wanting to give up there.
Thunderstorm.
There's going to be something said about that, I'd say.
Oh no!
Oh, Cinnamon's popped himself into second place.
He's Cinnamon Rage in second
130
place.
130 dead.
So
Pretty decent
Cinnamon
lap.
Rage is in second place. Not bad for the Toro Rosso driver. So I don't think anyone can challenge Sam Hez for pole position. That's obvious.
It's
He's
looking
10
closer.
ahead.
It's definitely looking closer than it was.
Yep. So really, the fight's for second place between Sam Hez, well not Sam Hez, between Cinnamon Rage, Slow Dog, and F1 Rosberg, and maybe
P10.
Warder if he can get himself 3 temps as Cinnamon Rage gets out the way.
Roland is about to start his second lap.
So here we go, 1 minute left of this session, and everyone's going to be on laps here. So
Chaos is not going to be going for another lap because he is in the pits, and neither is Cavi. So neither of those drivers are going to be improving.
So here we go. Slow Dog, 75, going to start his lap. Around Silverstone, can he get second place? All he needs to do is just find a tenth or two, and he's got second place. And then maybe he can get Sam Hez at the start here. So, on board with Slow Dog as he heads in towards the first main straight.
K-Boy has been disqualified for what's the second race out of 3.
Parked in a dangerous location. Wow, very interesting there.
It's the second time he's been
Slow dog
disqualified in 4 races, which is not a good thing.
Goes a bit wide there. Oh, and
Roland is backed out of his
there.
lap. Board with Warder, who's...
Let's see, slow dog goes a bit wide.
Warder's decided to abandon his... Oh, he's lost the back end, and that is his lap ruined.
Oh, so slow dog goes into cops, he goes wide, and I think he might back out that lap. Yep, he's backed out of it.
Yep.
So now, all eyes are on
So is
Rosberg
Cinnamon.
in second place here.
Cinnamon's in the pits.
Rosberg is 7,000th down on his time. He's not backing out. He can still make time.
Sam Hayes is going for our lap as well, I might add.
I don't think there's any point. I don't know why he would do that, to be honest, but he's in pole position. But Rosberg, he goes a bit wide, he loses control of the car there.
He's done a 129.9.
129.9 goes Rosberg, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's 5,000ths quicker than his last lap, but it's not going to be enough.
Here comes Sam Hayes through the last corner. He's improved!
He's backed up.
A 128.7!
Oh, Rosberg's in the pits. Rosberg's went into the pits, he's backed out of it. So it looks like that's it. Sam Hayes is taking pole position again.
By over a second again, I might
Sam
also
Hayes,
add.
Yep. Very dominant by the Red Bull driver.
The thing is though,
Sam Hayes takes pole position.
he now has to turn this into a race win and actually show his true form this time, rather than throwing away the race win this time round.
Yeah, definitely. So it's the two championship leaders who start first and second. Hayes and Rosberg respectively, then Scar in third.
Scar in third, what a lap time from the McLaren driver. He struggled in recent weeks.
130 flat. 1/10. Oh, not one. Yeah, 1/10 just from Rosberg. Then Simon Rage in fourth with Slow Dog in fifth. All eyes on Matty in sixth place. Good laugh from him. Warder in seventh with Roland in eighth. Lynchman and Joski ninth and 10th. And then F4 Host, which is Chaos, in 11th. F1XL Blinky in 12th, along with Red Devil Dom in 13th, as it's starting to rain apparently. With Cavi and Thunderstorm in 14th and 15th.
Word of note for Scar, what a lap time from the McLaren driver. He struggled. He had a decent grid slot in Brazil as well, and if he hadn't had a drive through for a jump start, he would have done a lot better in that race. He ended up retiring in the end from that race after what happened later on in his race, but that's a fairly decent lap. So going through the grid order, it is Sam Hayes, Rosberg, Scar, Cinnamon, Slow Dog, Matty, Warder, Roland, Lanchman, Joe, Chaos, Binky, Dom, Cavi, Thunder, and then K-Boy, who was disqualified as well. Can Sam Hayes turn his pace of he's 1.2 seconds quicker than Rosberg? Can he turn his pace into a race win this time, do you think?
Knows.
Have to wait and see.
I think if he can stay ahead of F1 Rosberg in towards the main straights and in towards Cops and Beckett and Maggots, I think he will, get the lead and retain it. But the undercut does work around here.
You don't want to be spending too much time in the pit lane around here anyway. You don't want to stop too long in this pit lane because it's a very long pit lane. We'll mention more about that as we come later into the race.
The slowest of the season, 60 or 50 miles an hour. So
yes.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the start of the British Grand Prix. And away we go. Sam Hayes has had a horrible start. He's not had the best of starts. He bogged down very slightly off the line. There's a little bit of lag. There's a bit of lag. He's definitely lagging again. We had this problem last week. He's made contact!
Oh! Wait, Sam Hayes is in the lead. Is he?
No, he's lagging about all over the place. He's just due to his lag, he's just crashed Scar out the race.
Major crash in the back marker stage, but Sam Hayes on my screen takes the lead, is still in the lead with Rosberg in second.
On my screen,
breaking loose.
On my screen, he's just taken. He's just lagged right. He's just lagged into. Sam Hayes has just lagged into Scar and just taken him straight out the race.
Wow. So major scenes at the British Grand Prix. a lot of chaos as the Toro Rosso. Look at this fight.
We had this.
Force India, Renault.
It looks like Roland has got the line though.
Force India's gone wide. Look at this.
Oh, there's a bad line from Roland though.
Beckett and Maggots. Force India does get him though. As you can see, look at the
it's side by side with Matty and Roland. Matty backs out of that move wisely. He was on the outside there. Look at this for cars within each other. This is P4. This is P4 all the way. Someone's had an incident in the background.
Someone's just
K-Boys went lost again. Dinky's out the race.
Dinky's out the race.
As we've lost.
In the Ferrari.
Sam Hez sits the fastest lap, but I think there may be some controversies there with that is Warder. Warder's in the pits. I think Warder has wing damage, and that's going to cost him a lot of time.
He's in the pits as well. In the pits.
They both had contact at the beginning of this race, but that race start I think was fairly controversial from my screen from point of view anyway.
Sam Hez takes the lead with Rosberg in second.
Slow Dog
is all over him here.
He doesn't have the pace. Once again, it looks like he's struggling.
It's Rosberg. Something's happened to Rosberg. He might have damage from wing. Who knows? Let's see. No, doesn't have any damage with his front wing, but he's being.
Sam Hez is not. He's still within. Still within sights though. It's not like he's pulled away massively. He's just there or thereabouts, where the Mercedes driver can see him, but he's not within reach. 1.5 seconds. Yeah, it's the gap at the moment.
1.5 seconds ahead of
Cinnamon Rage has overtaken Dom for P8.
And there's a 7-second gap from Lynchman. From Slow Dog, I mean, to Lynchman, so it's really the top three have got away quite well. Meanwhile, like the midfield pack have just stumbled and tripped over themselves.
Roland's gone for the cutback. He's made the cutback work. Lanchman's almost back up the inside. No, he's not. Sam Hez again once again sits the race.
1:33.7. Now, let's see, going on board with Roland. There's Lynchman, the back. That's like 2 car lengths between Roland and Lynchman for the battle for 4th place.
Thunder is in the pit lane. He's had to pit early as well.
Major lag here. Yep.
Yes, this has been a problem that has been plaguing for the last couple of weeks with the league. I mean, looking at the likes of Brazil last week, Sam Hez was also lagging about last week as well, but he didn't take anyone out last week. But the start, he swiped straight across into Scar and just took him out of the race.
Wow. Which is the safety car on for F1XL?
Yes, it is on, but there's just never been a safety car deployed. No idea why, but there's just never been one.
That might be the reason why then, for the lag, because in my league, in our league, like we have the safety car off and the lag's not really that big of a factor, so it could be because the safety car is on, that might be why the league or the lag is real. But anyway, Slow Dog is continuing.
He's 5 tenths behind. His Lanchman once again is all over Roland, who has made a hash of Maggots and Beckett's.
Nope.
So he has the DRS.
Sectors in yellow too.
And also, side by side behind as well, Cinnamon Rage and Chaos behind as well. Side by side, 2 bit in background.
Good battle here between the two. Roland and Lynchman. Oh, he switches back down the inside.
It's like he's not able to make the move stick.
No.
F4 Host is also going to
Lynchman.
host, otherwise known as Chaos, and Cinnamon Rage are also pretty close as well. Cinnamon Rage has not had as good a start this time round as he had in the last few weeks when he's qualifying, which has meant that he's buried down in the pack, and I don't think at this moment in time he'll be winning his 3rd race unless he can pull out some major strategy call, which he did last time as Joe was overtaking Warder.
Definitely. So wait, Slow Dog. Slow Dog is continuing to hound all over Rosberg here. Meanwhile, Sam Hez is just getting away from him.
3 seconds now is the gap.
Bit of a 3.1 seconds. So Sam Hez is getting away, and Rosberg is like, "Can you please go away, Slow Dog?" But Slow Dog will not go away.
Warder's in the pits again. for the second time in 4 laps.
Stops. Wow.
As Cinnamon Rage has overtaken Chaos into Magus and Beckett.
Who's that? Hey, wait. What?
What's going on?
Wow. Wow, so Cinnamon Rage has got a position down.
Yep.
Not bad.
And Cinnamon Rage is now going after Lanchman, who looks like he's lost a little bit of ground on Roland. I think he's made a mistake somewhere in the lap, and he's just fell back into the clutches of the Toro Rosso.
Yep, definitely. Look at K-Boy, he's made up 7 positions in the first 5 laps. That's impressive. If he can score points as Cavi... Oh wait, there's a yellow flag in sector 2 here, something's happened here.
Sam Hez has lost it! No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
Nope.
It's just a glitch in the screen. Ignore that.
Wow, his engine really sounds really glitched out.
Yeah, I've had that before as well with when I was commentating for RFL. Yesterday, one of the drivers had that as well. I think it's just another one of the known glitches with this game, unfortunately.
Shame, yeah, very shame.
Slow Dog still all over the back of the Mercedes driver Rosberg. This isn't going to help him in the battle against the Williams.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a back end now. It looks like he's flipped too much of the curb as well. I think this is Slow Dog's best opportunity yet.
Now for Slow Dog. Slow Dog goes around the outside.
He thinks about it.
Make the move over. F1 Rosberg around the outside. Needs to make contact.
I don't think Rosberg runs the space out and retakes like that is 1/10 of a second. Wow, no, 2/10, but Cinnamon's overtaken Lanchman, they're side by side. Cinnamon Rage has run wide though. I think he's gonna have to give the position back because he did overtake while off the track, so I'm wondering if he will have to give that position back to Lanchman because he was pushed out wide and he still made the overtake. We'll have to see how that looks from the ticket team.
This is the battle for 4th place here.
Roland looks like he's struggling.
Battle for 4th place. Yep. Seems to be.
As Cinnamon is now making up ground.
There between Cinnamon Rage and Roland.
I wonder, did he have any wing damage from that? Because he's fell back a little bit, unless that's just cost him time. Now Sam Hez is Sam Hez. Every single time I've been noticing this now. Sam Hez is coming up to lap border already.
Oh,
that's just demoralising for the Force India driver to already have that.
I don't care if Sam Hez wins or doesn't win the championship. He needs to get moved up to F3 because his pace is just too quick.
At this point in the season, we've only got like 8 rounds or so left. They're not going to do that now. If that had happened before the season, they would have moved him up. But unfortunately, these front 2, I don't think are going to get moved up. But Rosberg for all.
Oh, lovely air shot here by the boys in the back with Roland and Cinnamon Rage. This is
on board with that. Rosberg is in the pits on lap 6.
Around the outside, Rosberg's around the outside. But look at this. No. Oh wait, he's going to hold him to stick. Oh, look at this! He's held it around the outside. Can he make
He's
the
got the inside line for the next corner. What a great shot this is. Roland is being squeezed out a little bit.
Cinnamon Rage.
He's up to P4.
On the outside of Stowe. That's an incredible move by Cinnamon Rage. And
Rosberg is going on to another set of super soft tyres. Is there something the drivers know that we don't? Unless that's a glitched out tyre. Is that a glitched out tyre choice, or is that actually super softs?
It might be super softs.
That is indeed super softs. That's
right
not
to me. So Rosberg has decided to go to super softs. That's
unless there's rain for this race, in which case we've had rain before, but I'm wondering if we'll maybe have rain in this race. If that's the case, I wonder. Because I would have thought the strategy around here would be to go onto the medium tyres.
Yeah, definitely.
In a full dry race. As Lanchman is currently caught in a hard place between Roland and Chaos.
That's
he's run wide though.
Oh, someone's run wide. Oh man.
He's made a mistake and Chaos has made the move. Stick up to P5. What a move. And Chaos is on the soft tyres, so he did not go for a second run. So
time Sam Hairs is not pitting. Slow Dog isn't pitting as well, so Slow Dog is now in
1.6
second place.
seconds.
This is
What's happened here?
so it looks like
Slow Dog is taking about 3 seconds out of Sam Hairs, unless it's glitched out. Oh, I hate when the game does this.
yeah, no.
Roland's in the pits as well.
Wait, Roland's in the pits.
So we have Matty all over the back of Rosberg. I think Matty hasn't pitted yet, unless he has just overtaken the Force India driver.
Is in the pit.
K-Boy's also in as well.
Yeah. In the Sauber. Obviously, if you know this game, it's the last pit station of. Oh, he's on the softs. So Roland is going on softs. Meanwhile, Rosberg is on super softs.
Rosberg's going to have to stop again.
Very interesting.
We have a yellow flag in sector 2, but I think it's just disappeared again. So
yeah. So Slow Dog.
6 seconds.
Now is the time.
I think.
Now is the time to push. If he wants to get ahead of Rosberg, he's got to push down.
Funny thing is, Warder is pulling away from Sam Hairs, and I think it's probably because of fresh tyres. But he's pulling away from, and lap car's pulling away from him. But the thing is, with Sam Hairs, I'm noticing, and it's been like this for the last 2 rounds. I don't know if it's like this on his screen, but on my screen he's lagging about all over the place. And in last round it wasn't so much of a problem, but this round he took out a driver at the start, which I'm not sure how that can be viewed as anything other than, unfortunately, it's lag and nothing can be done about this. But it's a case of.
Oh, Simon Ridge in the pits. Oh, he's sped
into the pit lane. Well, that's gonna
Cinnamon Rage has
so he's either gonna
into the pit lane. But
so he's either gonna get the 5-second stop go serve now as Lanchman's in the pits as well. He's either gonna serve the drive, serve it now as Rutkavi's gone from the race. We're down to 13 drivers.
It hasn't came up with
medium
the penalty, so
soft tires. That was like mediums there for a second.
No, mediums. It's mediums.
Okay, it is mediums. Okay, had the tire glitch there for a second.
So
he's going long.
On mediums.
He's going. Unfortunately now, I think that may either add a 5 or a 10-second time penalty to the end of his race, because if he isn't stopping again, that adds it to the end total of the race timer. So he's going to make a huge gap now, because it's going to cost him time if he can't make the gap.
Definitely. It's in the pits. So Slow Dog will now take the lead from Sam Hairs. Where will Sam Hairs come up? Where will he finish?
Medium tires.
Big pitted. So there goes. So medium tires there for the championship leader. So now where does this put Sam Hairs?
He's going to the end of the race as well.
F4 host. He's miles away. Here comes.
He's coming through the last corner. I think no, he's not going to jump him. He's still coming at the pit stone. Remember how slow this pit lane is? Yeah, he's jumped him.
Chaos has jumped him, and Rosberg's there, but Rosberg does not get the advantage over Sam Hairs.
And remember, Rosberg has to stop again because he's on super softs.
Well, maybe. Well, he can maybe.
He started on supers, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so as Matty's in the pits as well. Guessing that's going to be mediums for him as well. A front wing change too for the Force India driver, which means he must have had damage in that stint.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So he comes out of the pits. He's going to come down and around about. Sam Hairs is. Ooh, what's going on here? Sam Hairs is overtaken. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah.
Sam Hairs. No, he's in third.
Yeah, it's just the timing screen is glitched out again.
Yeah. So now. Slow Dog's into pits. Why does he keep on doing that?
Are you talking about Sam Hairs and why he keeps lagging about and the timings keep changing? Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, like, why does everyone like just run into the pit lane like in the old games? Like, is like the penalty system not on?
It is on, yeah, it's on strict. That's the funny thing with the penalties, they're on strict. It's super softs as well. For Slow Dog.
It's softs for Slow Dog.
Not super
Slow
soft.
Dog as. So it's on softs on my screen.
Yeah, it's softs actually. Yeah, it was just glitched out to begin with. as he's going to come out, I
So,
think, in P4.
Chaos.
From the looks of it, because
Yep,
Dom's
so
only coming in the final
Rosberg
corner,
has
so he's going to come
done
in
the
P4.
So Rosberg has done the undercut. He has overtaken Slow Dog in the pits, and now we are waiting for Chaos to come in. Wait, 3-second time penalty for K-Boy there.
There's not that many
We all
penalties
know that
so far,
Chaos
I'm
is
noticing.
going to
I was
give-
going to say, I thought there was going to be a lot more in this race. I know he'd done 11 laps and we're not finished yet, but there's not as many as per what I thought there was going to be.
Definitely. So here are all the tyres that everyone's on. Chaos is on old softs. Sam Hayes is on mediums. Meanwhile, Rosberg and Slow Dog are on softs and super softs. Red Devil Dom and Simon Rage along with Lynchman, and All Eyes on Matty and Thunderstorm are on mediums. And then
Dom started on
Joski,
mediums, I
Roland-
should add. So he's going to have to stop later on in the race for what I think supers as K-Boy's overtaken Matty.
Chaos has done 10 positions since the start of the race, but he will come in. I'm guessing he will come in. Look at this beautiful camera shot.
Yeah, he's not coming
Aerial
in
on
yet, and I
board.
wonder if he's helping his teammate here. I wonder if he's deliberate. I wonder if he's staying out to maybe hold up Sam Hayes to help Rosberg catch up, which could be interesting
Oh,
team
that's
tactics
weird.
from the Mercedes
Yeah.
boys. Cinnamon Rage is all over
Yeah.
the back of Dom. Dom's got a train of like 2 cars behind him. As Rosberg has jumped, Sam Hayes. Oh wait, no, he's lagged back in front of him again. God's sakes, stop doing that. As Cinnamon Rage has
So
is
the
going to get the
gap's
move done round the first sector. Yep, he's round the outside. What a
What's happened here?
move!
There's been major lag.
Oh, a bit of tail action, but Cinnamon
lag
Rage has got the job done.
Wait, there's a freeway here between Cinnamon Rage.
Cinnamon Rage has just
Roland.
overtaken Dom for P5. Round the outside, I
yeah.
might add. Round at the hangar straight.
Nice.
As it's now Roland's turn to get past the Williams driver, who is on a set of old mediums, who is going a long
He'll
way into
switch
this
back.
race.
No, he won't.
Yeah, it does look like an instance of team tactics from
something
Mercedes
about-
here.
Oh,
As
what's happened
Roland
there
has got the
then?
move done
Red
as
Dom
well.
is just
I think he's backed
Think
out of
he
it
let him
because he's on older tyres, and it's kind of a wiser decision
yeah.
here.
Yeah, definitely.
really
I
just
do
let him
applaud
go.
anyone who does that. So,
As Chaos is still
Rosberg,
going.
2 seconds.
He is still going,
Chaos
and that's
is,
it.
wow. So Chaos is still going.
Slow
so
dog on
as
the
Slow Dog
soft, set the
does
fastest lap.
the race. This is interesting now.
At
This
this
is
point,
interesting.
though-
Rosberg is starting to fall back.
I think Rosberg is going to have to pit again. He's definitely going to have to pit again because he's in a set of supers. So unless he's made a major strategy error, or if that was his strategy to do a 2-stop, in which case that's slower, a fair bit slower due to the 37-mile-an-hour pit lane. That's not really a good strategy call, as we have a yellow flag in Sector 2 as K-Boy's lost it and fell behind Warner.
Ah.
As Sam Hayes is now within 1 second, just about, thereabouts, of Chaos. As Chaos, you can really tell the tyre wear now though. As Joe is in the pits again for what is his second or third stop. It's not been a good race for the other Toro Rosso driver. So thus far. Thunder has jumped. Thunder's into the points.
So Sam Hayes is now behind Chaos,
Chaos. I
and
think
the move could get done here.
Chaos is going to defend this, I think, because the longer he holds up Sam Hayes, the more he's going to be able to help his teammate. But does he know his teammate is on a set of super soft tires?
Oh, as you can see, look at the gap here. It's only a corner's length between Sam Hayes and Rosberg.
Rosberg, he's still not able to do much with this, considering the fact that Sam Hayes is being held up. He can't do anything
Wait, what
with it.
times is everyone doing?
Looking at the moment, the fastest laps.
Fastest lap, 1:34. So
1:34
yeah,
for Slow Dog. 1:34 is
34.5.
Chaos is on
Double
1:34
dom,
fives as well. That's the funny thing. Sam Hayes is like 2
Here
seconds
it is.
quicker than him.
This is going to be the lead of the race here, Sam Hayes.
No, he's not.
Oh, that was a bad. Oh, he corner cut the corner really bad there. Around the outside goes Sam Hez. No, he
No,
tries to switch
Dom's in the
back Dom.
pits. Finally, having
One
stopped on
more.
lap 14. I'm not sure. That's a bit early on the medium tyres, I'd say, for
On
to be
board
stopping.
with Sam Hez. He can't get past him.
This is now definitely team tactics. He's slowing Sam Hez down so so that Rosberg can catch up. This has happened before
really
because
from the Mercedes team.
They're just boxing him in, and it's just the dirty air effect. Rosberg has dropped that gap down quite a bit, and so is Slow Dog. Slow Dog's coming as well.
Chaos is going defensive here, around the outside. Go Sam Hez, the championship leader, around the outside.
No, he's not.
Oh,
there goes. Chaos has done his work. He's into the pits.
Chaos has done his work. He's into the pits, and now Rosberg has a chance, but I don't think that's enough for the gap.
He's not done it.
I don't think
even with him being held up, he's 9/10 behind still.
I don't think that's going to be enough for him to legit close the gap on him and
however,
overtake him.
Slow Dog is coming back at Rosberg again, if you note that.
Yeah.
He's starting to bring the gap back down again. Chaos, I know he's probably, that strategy call probably hasn't helped him at all, but I think that was all team tactics. Yep, he's within a second, and Rosberg is not.
Didn't get the RS, he was over a second, and see? So the inter-team job mission, if you will, to slow up Sam Hez for Rosberg has not worked. Yes, he's closer, but he hasn't...
he's picked himself.
He's not...
He's using a time penalty.
And Chaos has got a time penalty as well, so...
He's for the fact that he stayed out a long time, he's emerged in P6. Which isn't all that bad, considering how many laps he stayed out.
Yep.
As we have Lanchman, who is now coming up as well on the Mercedes driver.
All over Rosberg as well.
Yep.
Didn't see Slow Dog there. Wow, Slow Dog is just like earlier on in the race. He's all over him. As Rosberg's in the pits.
Yep, he's on a two-stop.
He's in the pits again, so he's on a two-stop.
I knew that was going to be the case. This is going to be soft tyres, I think. To the end of the race for him.
Who knows?
As Warder is in the pits again for the 4th or 5th time this afternoon.
It is softs. So Rosberg is on soft tyres. There goes Cinnamon Rage. So Cinnamon Rage is in 4th place. Third now, and Roland is coming through, and Rosberg's lost the position again.
The pit lane, I told you, it's not advisable doing a two-stop round here, not with the speed of the pit lane. I mean, it's a fairly slow pit lane.
Yep. And as you can see,
he's come out in 6th, 7th.
He's just... Wow, so he's behind his teammate.
Oh dear.
Wow.
That two-stop has cost them.
Rosberg might have bottled that strategy then.
He's lost. I'm fairly sure he's lost the podium because of this. He's not going to finish in the podium, I don't think, unless he has some mighty pace at this point.
Yeah, definitely. If the top 3 don't pit again, then that's all of his chances gone.
Yep, they're not going to pit again though. The thing is though, now again, I wonder if there's going to be a team game here, because Lanchman is in between the two Mercs. Is there going to be a team game here where Chaos slows down Lanchman so that Rosberg can get past him?
All around the outside.
Oh, he's made a mistake.
There goes the move. There it is, the move. But now we have to wonder, was the original pit plan
what's happened to Sam Hez?
To go on softs? Wait, what?
Sam Hez is in 11th. What?
He's not. He's in the lead.
He's in 11th on my screen.
He's just lagging on your screen, that's all.
What the? Okay. Okay.
Oh wait, look at this.
Oh, there he goes, he's back in the lead again. I love this game for connectivity. Jesus.
Rosberg and Chaos.
There's going to be nothing here. Chaos is probably just going to let him go, I suspect here. There's going to be nothing in the way.
For Rosberg. Oh,
I don't think Chaos is going to fight this. I mean, it wouldn't be
think he
advisable
is.
for him to fight this. No, he's
I
not.
don't. No, he's not. Oh, yes, he
He's
is.
not able.
He is fighting him. He is fighting him. Around the
No,
inside.
I think he was. That was minimal, though. I
Rosberg.
think that was minimal. I think that was
Yeah.
definitely always going to be the case.
So Rosberg takes the position from his teammate.
Up to Dom. Could have an interesting battle there.
So this could be interesting here for the race win. Well, not race win, but position here. Cinnamon Rage, 13 seconds behind Slow Dog. Not really anything, apart from Joski, who is 6 tenths. So let's follow with Joski for 9th place. Will he make a move? No, he won't.
He's not close. Dom looks like he's keeping him at bay at the moment. They're both on, I think, the same compound from the looks of it. Yeah, they're both on the same compound, so it's all going to be in driver skill here again. As I'm having this damn glitch again, where I keep on seeing the timing. That's K-Boy leaving the session. He's already retired from the session. So, I think something that seriously needs to be sorted with the connections in this game. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know, because you're seeing different stuff. That's what's happening. He's side by side.
Yep, and there it is. Joski's in 9th place. He did cut the corner there, but
Let me have a look at this.
oh, he's went wide. Was Red Devil Dom? Nope, doesn't fight. So Joski takes 9th place.
Around the last lap. Sam Hez has had a controversial but yet very, very quiet round.
Just
really,
the usual race for someone like Sam Hez. Led from pole position, he had that controversial accident. And then really, it was all about strategy really, from Slow Dog to Rosberg, and then once the strategies got sorted, he just went down to his business and just grew the gap, and now look where it's getting him. So around Beckett's and Maggots goes Sam Hez for the last time through downhill now in towards it's not Cops. Through Stowe for the last time now in towards the chicane. Brooklyn's, I don't know what it's called, I don't know.
I think it's
in towards
Brooklyn
last
and Chapel.
chicane.
And last corner for Sam Hez, who wins the most boring race this season.
Wins the British Grand Prix. Another 25 points added to the championship leader.
And he is going to be even further ahead of Rosberg now, who is going to finish down in P4. Cinnamon's going to take his third podium. A third place to add to his 2 firsts.
Cinnamon Rage takes 3rd place, and then Rosberg comes home in 4th place.
Could have done better if he hadn't done his strategy in, but Chaos is going to get another great result in P5, one of his best results this season.
Definitely.
I'd say, so coming through the last corner.
If only Rosberg.
Yeah, if Rosberg hadn't two-stopped, he would have been okay, as Lanchman comes through to take P6. Rolling P7. Matty will take P8.
So then Joski as well coming through the last corner, and Joski will get 9th place, albeit a lap down, and then Devil Dom finally
takes the final point, and Thunder will finish it.
To take the final point.
And well,
and there it is. So
the final results of what has been a mostly overall very, very dull Grand Prix. I was really expecting better from that race, to be honest. I really expected better.
Yeah. But it's a shame, though.
Really, yeah, I suppose you get those. So well done to the top 3. I mean, there will always be some controversies about that incident at the start of the race involving Sam Hez, and
Yep.
what I think happened was lag. But well done to all three drivers, Sam Hez, Slow Dog,
We're gonna
and
have
Cinnamon
to.
Rage. And Sam
We're
Hez and
gonna
Slow
have.
Dog never got penalties. But anyway, carry on.
So we're gonna have to wait for that to see what the stewards say. But Sam has takes the win from Slow Dog in second place. Cinnamon Rage gets another third place result, along with Rosberg, who did a two-stop. Chaos got fifth place, so it's a 4-5 for the Mercedes boys. Lynchman, Roland, Eyes, and Matty, Joe Ski, and Red Devil Dom complete the top 10. A good.
Well, we can start with your strategy. Did you mean to do a two-stop, or was that an accident?
Well, I was in two minds, and at the beginning, somebody pressed A straight away, and I didn't have time to change it, so I stuck with the two-stop.
Could you not have changed it on the fly and went on to like a set of mediums and?
Well, I wasn't
thought
quick
about it?
enough. I wasn't quick enough by the time it started.
I mean, couldn't you have changed it while you were going around on like the MFD? You could have changed it while it was going around there, or did you just not look at it?
No, I didn't even look at it then.
Yeah, I think that cost you the race, didn't it? That cost you a podium, I
Yeah.
think. And you've lost further
Yeah,
ground,
big
I'd
time.
say, to Sam Hez as well, who had a very, very controversial race today.
Yeah, I think I could have won that, in all honesty. And what's it called? There was an incident with Scar, I think, with Sam at the beginning. But
Yeah, there
I'm
was.
Not gonna, that's not for me to put input on that. So
Yes, that can be viewed on at other points. But do you feel like you did the best job you could have done, considering you had to do a two-stop?
yeah, with the pace, I could have won. But if I did a one stop, then I would have, I think. But the two stop.
Yeah, especially with the slow pit lane round here. I mean, 37 mile on a pit lane is like the slowest on the entire calendar. Meaning that mostly doing the one stop is mostly crucial. And do you think you can bring the gap back down to Sam Hez now? Because there's going to be it was 9 points before this race. It's going to be even more now, depending on the outcome of what happens after this race. But you think you can bring the gap down?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a few good tracks coming up that I'm really good at, so it's going to be interesting.
Fair enough. I mean, thanks for your time. And
Yeah, thank
best
you.
of luck
Thank
for
you
next
for having me.
round.
Thank you. See you later.
So yeah. Okay. Now the one thing we want to talk about with this race, and we've seen I've seen what's happened. Tom hasn't seen it yet. What happened with you at the start? Because you had a great quali. I mean, one of your best qualies of the season.
Yeah. I never qualify this high. I mean, I've recently switched from using no traction to medium, which has given me the third place in Brazil as well. But yeah, I mean, qualifying for me was iffy because I invalidated the first two, and then I set that third lap, and I got third there, so I was happy with that. So I come off the line. Sam Hez, his little cross symbol was showing for him already. So I'm already thinking, okay, what's going to happen? So get into turn one, everything's fine so far. Turn two, yeah, everything's okay. And then out of nowhere, bam, he just comes across the track.
Yep.
Completely wipes me out.
On the spectator camera, from the looks of it, what happened there was he lagged off the track to the right hand side, and then he cannonballed straight back on the track, right into your path.
Yeah, that's what appeared on my screen. But apparently, from other people, not just I think Tom said that it didn't appear for you, but from other people, I don't believe that's what people saw. So I'm not sure what happened there, but
Well, it's connections with this game.
yeah, I think it's fair to honestly, I think it's fair to say that a ticket is the right way to go for this. I feel.
I mean,
for
I'll
myself,
leave
at least,
that
anyway.
with
I
you
agree.
and your T. I'll leave that with your TO.
Yeah.
Sort that out. It's not really details for that just
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
But how do you feel you could have done in this race with maybe the pace you had, you showed in quali? How do you feel you could have done?
I mean, who qualified second, was it Slow Dog? Because
That was Slow Dog, yes.
from the back,
Rosberg.
yeah,
Rosberg,
from,
not Slow Dog.
Rosberg? Yeah, Rosberg. Yeah, from the bat, me and him were kind of close to each other from the half a second that I had on track. Me and him were quite close together, so I feel that battling could have been quite common, and I think I would have got fifth because I had planned a one stop as well. So I basically had the same strat as Sam has.
Fair enough, but better luck next time then, I suppose, because it's been 2 rough races now with what happened with the jump start in Brazil. And what's happened here. I suppose you've got to put this behind you and hopefully use your newfound pace to actually improve what's been going on within the inter-team stuff with McLaren, and maybe bring yourself a bit more fortunes.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I just got to wait. And it will come to me, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it's unfortunate, but unfortunately these things sometimes happen. Connections aren't
It is what it
perfect.
is.
And now, finally, to round off, Dom. So your race looked like nothing really happened from your point of view. You kind of just kept out of trouble mostly.
Apart from the fact somehow I ended up on the wrong setup.
Okay.
Let's just say me going through the S's was terrifying.
What setup were you on for? Were you in setup 4 or were you in setup 3?
I was meant to be on 4, but the game put me on 5.
Oh dear.
So you had the setup glitch then.
Sorry, what was that, Tom?
So you had the setup glitch then.
I may have done, yes.
Well, that must have been interesting then, through high speed corners, having almost no downforce.
I'm hoping that going through the S's you didn't see me go firing off and almost crash.
No, I don't think we've seen that at all. Really, I don't think.
I think I did.
I was like,
I think I did in like the first couple of laps where you went a little bit wide.
I was right behind Matty, and then I just lost it, and then came out right in front of Thunder and Joski.
So
That's where Joski got past me.
So with that compromised setup, were you
I did
happy
change
with the
the wing
result?
at my pit stop. Considering I was on the wrong setup, I think I was lucky to get any points at all.
I mean, the race wasn't really all that interesting because not a lot happened.
Well, the start, I was like cars kind of lagging everywhere. I was like, I'm gonna die. Somehow I didn't.
Yes, connections have been a thorny issue in this game in the last couple of weeks, especially with the likes of Brazil.
Yeah, I did see K-Boy take out Binky.
Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, we didn't know that, but
Didn't record it unfortunately, but I saw it.
Yep.
I just saw a car go flying and land on its roof. I was like, K-Boy.
Anyway, with all that said and done, do you think you could have done any better? Or do you feel like you got the best out
If
of
I
the
was
car?
on the right, I'll be honest. If I was on the right setup, I think I could have been 8th or 7th.
So a few more points then.
Because I did make the one stop work.
I mean, you were under pressure a little bit from Joe at the end there, but you seem to have the measure of
He
it.
was on mediums. mediums. I was on softs, and then he got me. That was irritating.
You still got a point at the end of the day, so a point on
unless I
the
kept
wrong
my point.
setup.
Yeah, I kept my points run going somehow.
At least you got a point.
Whatever. I got a point. Yes.
Say it that way.
At least I got
see
a
it.
point.
Yeah, but anyway, I think that'll
I was-
round off. If you have anything else to say.
Yeah, I was glad when Scars went, oh, Thunder. I knew something had happened to Thunder, so I was safe in the end. Just wish I'd kept up with Matty.
Well, could have been better, but could have been worse.
I'll move on.
Anyway, Tom, I think that'll round off for this round.
Yep.
So,
It will. So, thanks for watching round 12 of F1XL F4. Sam has dominant as always today, picks up the victory. and is now way ahead of F1 Rosberg, going into round number 13. Where are we next week, Sam?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it. If anyone, we'll find out next week.
We'll find out next week, indeed we will. So, thanks for watching. Until next week, we will catch you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye.